The President of the United States is furious with his former senior White House advisor, Steve Bannon. Bannon is making startling allegations about the U.S. President and his family in a new book. He's weighing in on the future of the FBI's Russia probe and the possible involvement of Washington power players like Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. And Donald Trump is hitting back hard. The CBC's Paul Hunter is in Washington. And Paul, what is it that Bannon is saying in this book that is making Trump so mad?
Oh, to be a fly on the wall in the Oval Office right now. Bannon said a lot, and this is not some coffee boy or hanger-on. Steve Bannon was not only chief executive of Trump's campaign, but he was then hired by Donald Trump to be his chief strategist in the White House, an insider's insider. In this nightmare of a book for the Trump administration, Bannon dumps on other hardcore Trump insiders. In no small way, the kinds of things a lot of people are already thinking. For example, about that infamous June 2016 meeting in Trump Tower during the campaign, the one between some Russians and Donald Trump Jr., Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and Trump's then campaign chair, Paul Manafort, a meeting evidently about spreading dirt on Hillary Clinton. Bannon was a Trump friend at that point, technically not involved in the campaign, but here's his quote from the book. The three senior guys in the campaign thought it was a good idea to meet with a foreign government inside Trump Tower in the conference room on the 25th floor with no lawyers, ... Even if you thought that was not treasonous or unpatriotic or bad stuff, and I happen to think it's all of that, you should have called the FBI immediately. In other words, what were they thinking? Bannon goes on and on, slamming Kushner and Trump Jr. There is no love lost there. He says money laundering is the focus of the Robert Mueller investigation into the Russia collusion allegations. He says that's, quote, as plain as the hair on your face, adding that Trump's son, Don Jr., as Bannon put it, they're going to crack Don Jr. like an egg on national TV.
And then, Paul Hunter, there was Donald Trump's reaction. And wow, what a reaction it was.
Yeah, you know, we talk a lot about Trump's tweets. You know, we see those all the time. Well, today he didn't tweet, at least not yet, as far as I know. This is, however, an official statement from the U.S. president this afternoon, and it's clear he's livid and is throwing Bannon, his old friend, mentor, advisor, strategist, full on under the bus. Opening line, Steve Bannon has nothing to do with me or my presidency. When he was fired, he not only lost his job, he lost his mind. That's the president talking. Trump goes on to say Bannon had, quote, little to do with our historic victory. That's Bannon, who was Trump's, campaign chief executive. Here's another quote from Trump this afternoon. He says, Steve was rarely in a one-on-one meeting with me and only pretends to have had influence to fool a few people with no access and no clue whom he helped write phony books. Safe to say Donald Trump is no longer pals with Steve Bannon. Safe to say a lot of eyes will be on this book when it comes out. It's all sort of unreal.